Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. Just turned the game on and got this. Not sure what it is, but official Japan X account, so Twitter. I don't know what it is, but seems spammy to me. Speaking of spammy, at the top of the screen, real. That is an Aptoide code going around for the next 3 days for 72 hours, keeping it real. Want to talk about battlefield matchups, how to kind of pick your opponent, how to, determine success for your team. So lots of larger alliances have been doing this for years. Mostly you do it out of necessity. You do it when you start to get spanked. That's when we do it. That's why we do it. And let's look at it. So, someone signed us up for slot 4. I was looking at slot 3. We will switch that. Runge is he's a player who is good with both slots. So I'll sign him up, and I'll sign myself up. Now, what you got to do first, if you want to pick your opponents, let's say you have been having problems or you have someone you want to match with or people you want to avoid. Obviously, the first thing you can do is change time. That's a no-brainer. But what you can also do is if you have someone you want to match with, you can say, hey, how much sign-up power are you doing today? And what sign-up power is, because matchups are determined based on what you signed up. Evony says there's a little bit of a tech secret formula. Like it's not just 100 billion will match 100 billion. There's a little bit of tech. I don't believe them. I think it's just pure power. I think it's in Evony's best interest to leave tech out of the formula because they want to, generally people who spend a lot of money are going to have high tech. So if you have 250 billion keeps and one spent a lot of money, it's in Evony's best interest to match them together and let the spender win and just destroy the person. Keep the money happy, right? But what you need to do is you need to look. So I'm at 51 billion. Runge is at 21.5. So that puts us at 72.7 billion. Now, if I sign up this guy, which I'm going to, that puts us at 114.4 billion. And then I know that this lady's going to play. So 114 plus 23, that's going to put us at 137 billion. Now I'm going to add this guy who's going to put us at 182 billion. Okay, I think that 182 billion. I know that this guy's going to sign up also. So that's 187 billion. And you can now start to match who you're playing against, right? You can ask friends in other alliances, what's your sign-up power? And if they're at, 175 to 190 billion in the same time slot, you might have a good chance to play them. Now, those type of power numbers, there's lots of teams, so it's difficult. But if you're going to sign up more in like the 500 billion range, then you're going to have limited opponents, especially at certain time slots, or in the smaller numbers. It's when you get into like the 120 to 200 billion range, you start to get lots and lots of variables, and you might play different people every week. For us, if we sign up our full team, we basically play like the same 3 or 4 teams all the time. So what we do when it's not all-stars, we will say we will never sign up us 3 together. We only sign up 2 of us because we want to drop that power by 50 billion. And then we have our next tier of players right here, Queen, Runge, and 77, who's Alberto, and also Sun and Hanzo. We try to only sign up 3 of them at all times. And that keeps our matchups lower. It gives us much better chance of success. And we sort of manipulate the system a little bit. You got to find your sweet spot, your money spot, and pick your opponents. Now, another thing you have to keep in mind, sometimes you will just be unlucky. Like if you are the second biggest signed up, like if you're not manipulating and playing down in size, then you can get unlucky. So for example, about 2 months ago, we had to face like a 700 billion alliance. And we're only if we go to memberships here, 330, and we were probably like 290 at the time, and we got spanked. Why did we face them? Because the time of the day we play 3 or 4, which is generally Asian teams, Vietnam or Korea, those type of teams we'll face a lot. We were the second biggest, and they were 700 billion. So someone's got to play them, right? So it's hard to fault Evony on that. It sucks. Once in a while, the system's not going to work out in your favor. But if you can kind of figure out the thresholds in your time slot and get beneath them, you'll get a variety of matchups. So to recap, first thing, basically don't sign up, everybody. Like, you have reasons, right? Legitimate reasons. Give them a reason. You could be fair. You could say, we're going to have a rotation because we want more success. Or you could just say like, hey, you were late to the last battlefield. You skipped when you were signed up. We can't sign you up because it's affecting sign-up power. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, because this is All-Stars, we're signing up our entire team. If you look at our logs here, we lost, but we scored almost 400,000 points. And that's enough to get you enough points for the minimum qualification. Also, our players are getting enough points that even with the 60% reduction, we will do well. And we just happen to have like 10 people who will make the 3 tiers of All-Stars. But we do focus on the top people. So like if the last week comes around and one of the, someone's on the cusp of not making the top rank, well, sorry, if you haven't been joining calls or you've been showing up late, we will make adjustments to the lineup in the final week to benefit those people. But anyways, just want to let you guys know that with All-Star sign up taking place today. So All-Star qualifying sign up. So make sure to manipulate those lineups, get the best matchups, get the best result on the field. Remember, winning is number one. You want 100% of your points, and you need your team to make that minimum threshold. So you're in the top 500. I was told it's 500 now, not 300 for qualifying. Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you have any additional tips for signups.